here, and that lets you save milk here.
True Form Life.
Green look on
For the 100th time, welcome to another edition of Exploring Mind and Body. As always, I'm your host, True Form's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. That's right, this is show number 100. It kind of snuck up on me. I have to thank my producer, Jameson Brown. He was actually the first to congratulate me and pointed out that today is number 100. It's an incredible milestone. And certainly a lot of thanks goes out to so many people. Jameson was actually his idea to start the show, and all his production really makes the show possible. So thanks, Jameson, for that. Our sponsors, a lot of our sponsors have been with us since the very beginning, so we definitely wouldn't be possible without them. And along with all the positive, encouraging emails and phone calls I get through the time we've been on air, thank you so much for making this possible. So without further ado, let's jump into it. On today's show, we're talking about Complete Truth Protein Review. We've got a guest post by my walking testimonial, Dorothy Keith. And I'm going to tell you how to keep that bikini body while on vacation. We've got all that coming up on...
This is Exploring Mind and Body with True Form's Drew Tadia, fitness expert on 96.5 CKFM.
This segment brought to you by Complete Truth Protein Powder. Live free, live true with whole natural foods. No additives, preservatives, soy, gluten, and dairy free. Supplement with superfoods to energize your day. Visit CompleteTruthProtein.co for details.
Not that long ago, I came across a really cool website called thirdeyewellbeing.com. I got into reading the site, and it was run by a lady named Maria, who's experienced in editing and has a background in nutrition, which clearly piqued my interest. Not only that, but she's a vegetarian. So I got to thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I could get a review for Complete Truth Protein? After a few emails, a sample sent and tried, this is what she came up with. I recently came across a product unlike any other I've seen before. It's called Complete Truth Protein Powder, and it's a raw, plant-based supplement designed primarily for active women. Now, I've never used or seen the need for protein powders, since I'm just an average active woman whose most strenuous exercise would be a half hour on the treadmill or a long hike. But this supplement intrigued me. Why? Because when I read about it, I discovered it could be used for baking. And this discovery could not have been timelier. I've been looking for something easy to carry with me when I need to eat breakfast on the road. I like a moderate amount of carbohydrates with my breakfast, but I don't want to go overboard. In other words, I don't want a bagel or any other kind of commercial bakery product. At home, I usually have something like scrambled eggs and a slice of sprouted grain toast or a bowl of oatmeal with peanut butter for breakfast. But obviously, those are not foods I can throw in a baggie and take with me to eat in the car. So I came across Complete Truth Protein. I thought this might be my answer. While it's labeled a protein supplement, Complete Truth is really much more than that. It's whole food. It's raw. It's 100% vegan. It also provides a good source of nutrients like magnesium, iron, and zinc. These are not qualities that are easy to come by in a single package. If you're a healthy vegan or vegetarian, yes, there are unhealthy forms of these diets, you know that you need to pay attention to the way you combine plant foods to be sure you're getting all the essential amino acids, which are protein building blocks, that your body needs. If I asked you to name a plant that provides a complete source of protein, the one that would probably come to mind is soy. But soy can be problematic for some for several reasons, such as allergies or the desire to stay away from the hormone-like compounds known as phytoestrogens that soy contains. If you've made the decision to eliminate or reduce the amount of soy in your vegan diet, what do you do for protein? You may wonder if there's any other options out there that provide a complete source of this important nutrient. Well, there are. Quinoa and hemp, which just happen to be the only two ingredients in Complete Truth Protein Powder. You probably know that quinoa is a high protein grain, but did you know that its protein is complete? I love quinoa as an alternative to rice, so I was pleasantly surprised to find a protein powder with quinoa, not soy, as one of its basic ingredients. The other ingredient, hemp, Also a complete source of protein, this time in a seed, and hemp's got some other benefits as well. Most notably, its omega-3 content. In fact, both hemp and quinoa are in the category that I would call superfoods. If, like me, you're a vegetarian or vegan who enjoys a moderate amount of carbohydrates but wants to balance them out with protein and healthy fats, there are a few on the planet that are better choices than quinoa and hemp. Drew Tadia, a fitness expert who designed Complete Truth Protein, says he did so after searching for a product that was a whole, raw, plant-based source of protein and did not contain a long list of added ingredients that couldn't be pronounced. Not surprisingly, he could not find such a product, so he created one himself. Perhaps, if I looked long enough, I would find a whole food, high-protein breakfast muffin that has all the essential amino acids and also a good amount of omega-3 and other nutrients. But why look? Now I can make one myself. There's a recipe book that accompanies Complete Truth, but since I didn't have all the ingredients on hand for any of the recipes, I decided to try Complete Truth in a banana muffin recipe that I often make with oats and whole wheat flour. All I did was substitute Complete Truth for the flour, and in about 30 minutes, I had a healthier version with a complete source of protein. I can store them in the freezer and take one or two out whenever I need anything to carry with me for breakfast on the run. I'm guessing you can do the same with anything you bake. Muffins, cookies, breads, etc. But if you're not a baker, you can also add Complete Truth to yogurt, oatmeal, shakes, and smoothies to make these foods more balanced and healthier. What a great post. Thanks so much, Maria. Maria actually did a fantastic job of editing my Complete Truth Protein recipe book, which can be found at CompleteTruthProtein.co. If you're looking for a review, an editor, or a really cool website, check out thirdeyewellbeing.com.
Exploring mind and body with Trueform's Drew Tadia would not be possible without the help from the following sponsors: AG Foods in Didsbury, CLC Fitness Center, Health Street in the Cornerstone Shopping Center Olds, and Shoppers Drug Mart, working together to help build a healthier tomorrow. For more information on Trueform Life, Drew Tadia, or how to become a sponsor of Exploring Mind and Body, visit TrueformLife.com.
I asked Dorothy Keith to write a guest post on my blog because I thought it would be nice to have a fresh look on health and fitness. I've interviewed her on the show a couple times before, and she really is a walking testimonial for me and an inspiration for anyone looking to live a healthier life. She began with me as a brand new beginner, and now 2 years later, she's taken off and began teaching others how to live healthy lifestyles. Her post reads as follows: what's your absolute favorite part about summer? For me, it's working out outside. It's simple, and there's nothing better. I love the feeling of sun on my face, the breeze blowing through my hair, the smell of fresh cut grass, breathing in fresh air, clean air, and of course, the smell of barbecue trailing through the park. Although it can be tormenting, catching a whiff of the grill while I'm busting my butt at a Trueform Body Fit class. After a week of endless rainy days, a sunny day actually decided to grace us with its presence, and I was determined to get out of the house and enjoy the day. In Alberta, you have to jump at these opportunities because the weather can change in the blink of an eye. I love summer adventures, but before I leave, I always make sure I'm prepared. For me, this means I leave the house with my gym bag packed, because you never know when an opportunity to work out will come a-knocking. In my gym bag, you will find runners, socks, 2 pairs of workout clothes, water bottle, at least 2 prepared meals, a food journal, and workout equipment. My workout bag is like my tiny little sidekick. Where I go, it goes. I call them my leisurely summer drives, but secretly, it's just a cop-out, so I don't have to tell people how many times I get lost when I go on one of my adventures. On this particular day, I drove past the park, looked up at a tree, and thought to myself, I bet my TRX would look good hanging from that tree. From that point on, I was on a mission. I wasn't thinking about what time it was or the work that awaited me at home. I was determined. Focused. This was my time. I was going to make it count. I let go of everything else. I hung my TRX up in the tree, laid down my mat, and got started with a set of rows, V sit-ups, push-ups, and side sit-ups. It wasn't long before my ADD kicked in and my thoughts started to wander. I was thinking about everything but working out. Gee, I have dry legs. I wonder if those boys are being nice to that kid. Man, these mosquitoes are bad. It just didn't stop. Right then I had a decision to make. Was I going to continue to let these thoughts take over my workout, or was I going to nip them in the butt? I had to refocus. And with a 3-second attention span, sometimes I need to refocus more than once during a workout. Right there in the middle of the park, I closed my eyes, took a few deep breaths. I shifted my thoughts. I thought about my long-term goal. And in order to achieve it, I needed to make every set, every exercise, every rep count. I used that to push me harder, faster. Now that was my first set. As I was walking over to the playground equipment for my second set, I was planning my focus for the set I was about to do. I started doing push-ups when I noticed a little girl who sat down beside me and was watching me very intently. That was it. She was my focus. I had to set a good example for her. I wanted to show her what hard work looks like. There was no way I was going to quit or slack off while she was looking up to me. I continued my set of push-ups, dips, and monkey bar hanging things, working harder, faster, stronger, for her. Before I started each set, I established a new focus to move forward. I felt great when I finished my workout. At the end of any workout, I feel refreshed and rejuvenated, both physically and mentally. My head is clear, my body is stronger, but most importantly, I'm happier. I always leave the workout more positive and upbeat than when I arrived. To truly benefit from your workout, you need to do the physical and mental prep work. You need to take the time to figure out your goal. Make sure you have a focus and a purpose, because if you don't, you'll soon start to wonder why you started in the first place, and most likely lose interest altogether. These things aren't just going to fall out of the sky into your lap. You need to spend time with yourself and figure them out. I guarantee once you do, you'll optimize your workout and reach the success you were after when you began. Exercise is just one piece of the puzzle. Moving forward towards a healthy lifestyle also means putting effort into your nutrition. Throughout the last 2 years, I've learned the importance of creating and maintaining a balance between exercise and nutrition. It wasn't until I started focusing on food that I noticed changes in my health and physical appearance. Diet and exercise are a team. If one of the star players slacks off, the team simply doesn't win. It's taken me 2 years to get to where I am today. And during this time, I started to notice people watching me eat. At first, I thought it was a little creepy, but I get it. People are just curious. Now, people ask me questions about my food, and I'm very open to talking about it. My diet consists mainly of plant-based foods. I make a conscious effort to eat clean food that's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and GMO-free. I also consume a high plant-based diet. Why would I put all that effort into a workout regime and throw it all away with a poor diet? It doesn't make any sense. It's also important that I fuel my body for pre- and post-workout with nutritious, chemical-free food. Most supplements designed for athletes during pre- and post-workouts are full of toxins. I find healthy alternatives such as my homemade post-workout shake made with pineapple, dulse, coconut oil, filtered water, and sea salt. No chemicals in that, baby. I eat small meals frequently throughout the day to keep my metabolism going and my energy high. This is an editor's note. Dorothy then lists 6 meals along with a picture that can again be found at trueformlife.com if you'd like to see it. Back to Dorothy. If you're just beginning your journey towards a healthy lifestyle, take it one step at a time. Start out with an end goal in mind and set small goals progressively leading up to it. Break everything down into small pieces. This not only makes achieving your goal more manageable, it's more sustainable and healthier for your body as well. Don't feel like you need to change overnight. And realize there's no magic pill. A lifestyle change takes time, effort, persistence, and commitment. It is hard work, but it all starts with one decision. The decision to change. Don't settle. Believe in yourself. Make the commitment to become better, happier, a healthier you. Thanks so much for your post, Dorothy. Some exciting news for Dorothy Keith and the community of Olds is that she'll be starting her own school called the French Learning Center right here in Olds. Her classes will be heavily influenced by health and fitness, which is my favorite part of her new school. For more details, you can visit thefrenchlearningcenter.com or you can give her a call, 403-586-5714.
This segment brought to you by True Form Fitness for all your health and fitness needs. Personal training and group classes available locally. Visit trueformlife.com for details.
Just because you're taking a vacation doesn't mean you have to kick those hard, ingrained workout habits to the curb for a week or two. I mean, you work so hard to get that bikini body. Who wants to come back 8 pounds heavier? One of the hardest things to do once coming back from a vacation is form those old habits again, especially nutrition and workout habits. We can change all that though. You don't have to drag yourself to the gym. You don't have to try and remember what your favorite workouts were or how to do them. If we stay with our habits on vacation, we can continue to work out and eat healthy because it's a lifestyle. That's one less thing we'll dread on the flight or drive back. Preparation is everything when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle. In all aspects, preparation, whether it's packing your workout bag the night before or pre-cooking meals, you widen your scope of success by preparing ahead of time. This is no different when it comes to booking your vacation. The accommodations of where you'll vacation are critical to staying on track because you'll need to prepare food. You don't want to miss meals, eat out too often, or stock up on sugary, fatty foods because there isn't a stove. Watching how often you eat out is important because even though you may order a salad or healthy meal, you don't know how it's prepared. Breaded, deep fried, oils, dressings all contain substances like sugar, sodium, GMOs, MSG, and a number of other things we can't control when someone else is preparing our food. So when booking your accommodations, be sure to find a place that has a kitchen, and don't worry about the minimal extra costs. If it's extra at all, you'll save money by going to the grocery store and preparing your own foods instead of eating out. The next tip I'd like to go over is shopping and transportation. It's important to know where you can find good foods, wherever it is you're going. Find local farmers markets ahead of time and schedule that day to do your shopping because many of them are only open on certain days. If it's possible, book the place you'll stay as close to these markets as you can. If you're into organic or health food stores, find places to stay that are close to these establishments, especially if you don't have transportation. There's nothing wrong with skipping the rental car and using your good old feet or public transportation. Make it easy on yourself. Squash one more excuse and find a place to stay close to healthy establishments. As for workouts, it's difficult in this day and age to use the excuse, there's no gym here. With the functional exercises prevalent today, we can work out just about anywhere. It doesn't take much effort to type in any search engine that will bring up an unlimited amount of at-home workouts that don't require equipment. The TRX band is an incredible tool that is ideal for vacations. You can tie it just about everywhere. You can throw it in a bag or cram it in your suitcase. It's small, lightweight, and easy to store. Resistance bands will do relatively the same thing. You can do plenty of workouts with simple bands that any sports store or even pharmacy will carry. Again, they don't take up much space, they're easy to store, and there's an assortment of exercises you can do with them. And lastly, there's body weight exercises that don't require any equipment at all. You can do basic push-ups, sit-ups, and squats to give yourself a full body workout in no time. Or you can find chairs, park benches, or even a log to offer your workout something different. Make the decision to live a healthy lifestyle and don't let anything get in your way. You worked hard for that beach body, so don't throw it all away in a couple weeks by eating out every meal and forgetting about your workouts. It is possible to stay fit on vacation. You can still enjoy yourself and work out. Go for long walks, climb mountains, go deep sea snorkeling. Working out doesn't always mean doing a squat, curl, or push-up. Make the decision before that you'll be active on your vacation and not sit on a lounge chair while you're gone the whole time. A little preparation goes a long way. So find a stove, locate markets, and make a conscious decision to keep that beach body because you'll look that much better in that tan when you get back home.
Exploring mind and body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadian. Brought to you in part by Curves Complete, the whole solution that makes burning fat as easy as 1, 2, 3. Get exercise, meal plan, and coaching for $14.95 a week. Call Curves and Olds at 403-556-5992 to schedule a free, no-obligation appointment.
All right, that's all we have for you this evening. For the 100th time, I'm your host, Trueform's Drew Tadian, fitness expert in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform's Drew Tadian, fitness expert. For more on Trueform's Drew Tadian, visit TrueformLife.com. Exploring mind and body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia would not be possible without the help of GDK Gravel and Sand. GDK Gravel and Sand, now offering all products in 1/2 and 1 yard bags. Give them a call today for more information. 1-877-335-2091.